Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game video for you this evening. This is a Valley Cougar dartboard. This is their FM dartboard. Some of them say FM, some of them say SM, just depends on the model. But this is one of their first ones, I believe. This is the Valley Cougar FM, and it's working great. We just got done servicing it, and we figured we'd film a little video of it. We've done one of the SM before, which was the next in the series. So this is the earlier one. One of the differences between this one and that one is that one was I think the first one that had Honest Ernie on it, but alas, there is no Honest Ernie on this one. But we figured we'd film a little video if you've never seen it. Another thing that's different about this one is there's no base on it, so it's a little thinner, which means that in a commercial setting at least you have to attach it to the wall. But the front looks about the same. Another way you can tell the difference is that on the SM the buttons for it are right here, and on the FM the buttons are up here. These buttons actually hold up better. I don't know why they went a step forward with the Ernie thing and with the bass, but they kind of went a step back with the buttons. These buttons were better, I think. But what do I know? Let's see this side too. There's a little thing down there that says measure 10 feet from this line. So we should be throwing from back there, right? It's in pretty good shape. It has a little, where the laminates come off there, that's a little dirty, but it's hard to clean that because you can't, you know. I'll show you behind the top door on this one. It might start beeping at us. It doesn't like when you open stuff up. So we put all new switches. What? We put all new switches and light bulbs in it. It's working great. This is the power supply. We had some issues with the power supply. Someone had rigged it up. We put it back the best we could the way it was originally, and it's working great now. The game board, we had a little problem with one of the segments at the top, which ended up being this chip. Replaced that and got us going. And it runs up a ribbon cable to the top, to the display. And on this side it runs the power to the top, to the display. There's a light bulb up here. And since the front of it's a little more flat, it has a really cool effect where the light shines down like a curtain all the way to the floor. Looks pretty cool. Now if you, one last thing we have to do to this, if you look real careful, sometimes the tips get broke off in them. So the way you fix that is on this one, you disconnect this ribbon cable, which it tells you to do right here. You disconnect this ribbon cable, and then you move these to the side like that, and this whole board will come off. And after it comes off, you're looking at the back of the segments, and you can push the little plastic pieces back out. That's one of the only things that you really have to do maintenance-wise on these. And then check this out. Manufactured by Valley Recreation Products Incorporated, P.O. Box 656, Bay City, Michigan. Am I right about that? 48707. Blah, 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 blah. Model number FM115WCK. Suitable for indoor use only, because if you try to use it outside, it will fall slap the hell apart. Look at they built it out of pressed wood. 1986, 1987, 1988, 1989, and 1990. All rights reserved. U.S. patent numbers, and there are other patents pending. So this one was probably built in the early 90s, 90, 91. Very cool game. So let's read over the instructions for this particular one, folks. What do you think? It may start beeping at us. The game of Cougar darts with True Score, trademarked. Instructions: deposit 1 coin. Now this has a free play setting, but apparently whoever had it never had the manual, so they never put it on free play. So they added this credit button here. We were going to put it on free play, but if you put it on free play, you lose this cool effect at the top where the lights are all dancing around and doing their thing. And so we said, you know what? Let's leave it with the credit button. Deposit 1 coin or press the yellow credit button that some operator added when they sold it to these people for their home. Select game by pushing game selection button. So the games are high score, Shanghai, 301, 501, or cricket. right? There's some other buttons here, but that's for other stuff. Once game is selected, price per player will be displayed. Deposit required amount for total number of players. Press player change until all player scoreboards are selected. So this is the player change button. So basically you put in a quarter and this will light up. And then if you want to do the second player, that will light up. Third player, fourth player. Wait for game display to indicate throw darts or darts will not score. So the Cougar just stays lit up. This says do not throw darts. This says throw darts. So if that lights up, you're good to go. First dart thrown will start the game. Game or number of players can be changed until the first dart is thrown. Each player throws 3 darts per round from the throw line, approximately 8 feet. So I said 10 earlier, it should have been 8. To remove darts, twist clockwise while pulling out. Yeah, you got to. The reason these break usually is because people try to just pull on them. If you twist them a little bit, they come right out. No problem. Now, if I put that back in, it's going to trip. It doesn't like when you do that because it has this sensor up here. It can tell if you're screwing around, people. We'll leave that right there. Cricket. All right, so if you play cricket, there's the cricket button. For 2, 3, 4 players or teams, numbers 20 through 15 and bullseye represent the only possibilities. So if you hit anything else, you don't score. The objective is to close out a number by hitting it the equivalent of 3 times. So you get either 3 singles, 1 single, and 1 double, or 1 triple. So for instance, if you need 19, if you hit the triple 19, wham, you will close it completely out. And what will happen is right here where it says 19, all 3 LEDs will light up, or 1 if you only hit it once, or 2 if you only hit it twice, and then the 19 will light up if you've closed it out. And I think what that means, the player who closes out a number first is able to score on that number until it is closed out by all players. So if you still get that number, you get points. All right, team cricket for 4 players. This is advanced stuff, people. Can only be selected when there are enough credits to start a 4-player cricket game by pressing the cricket button and then the league button. Okay, so you got to put in enough credits for 4 players, and then you press cricket, and then once you press one of these, some of these lights over here start flashing. So once it does that, this light will flash and you can click league. Players 1 and 3 are Team A. Players 2 and 4 are Team B. Before scoring can begin on a segment, both players on one team must have that number closed out. Scoring only occurs against the opposing team members not having the segment closed out. Okay. The game ends when both members on a team close out all segments 20 through 15 and bullseye and have the highest combined score. All right. Cutthroat cricket for 2, 3, or 4 players. It's played the same as cricket, except that the player with a closed out number adds to the opponent's score. Player that has closed out all the numbers and has the lowest points wins that game. I don't think I'm English enough to play cricket. It's getting a little complicated here. Team cutthroat cricket for 4 players. How do you play cutthroat? Oh, I guess you play it. You just hit that. For 4 players, select by pressing the cricket button, then the cutthroat button, and finally the league button. Is played the same as team cricket using cutthroat rules. Shanghai. This is my favorite, folks. I like Shanghai. Players begin by throwing 3 darts per turn. The object is to hit each sector with 1 dart in sequence, beginning with sector 1 and working up to sector 20. The player with the highest score after 7 rounds wins. A Shanghai is an automatic win done in a single turn by hitting any 3 consecutive numbers consisting of a single, a double, and a triple section in any order. So that's almost impossible to do. But so basically whenever you start, you have to throw it 1 first, and then once you score 1, then it'll let you move on to 2. So like if it takes you all 3 darts to hit 1, the next time you go around you'll start at 2. And you keep going, keep going, keep going. So a Shanghai would be, you need 17. So you hit 17 as a triple, you hit 18 as a double, and you hit 19 as a single. Or 17 as a single, 18 as a double, 19 as a triple. Almost impossible. Now, if you're really good, like I am, you can probably do it every once in a while. I'm not all that great. High score. Each player throws 3 darts per round. High score after 7 rounds of play wins. So that's, of course, the first one, which is very easy to play. You're just seeing who's getting the higher score. 301, 501. This one's tough, too. Beginning with a score of 301 or 501, players must score down to exactly 0 points.
First player to reach 0 wins. Scoring points exceeding the requirement to reach 0 exactly during a round results in a bust. Player's score will return to the previous round score. So basically, you start at 301 and you start going down for every score you hit, and then you get down to 7, and then you have to hit 7. So if you hit 7 double, you bust, and because you went over 0, and it's the next person's turn. So the only way you can stop it is to hit 7. But if it's something like 9. You can either do it in a couple, or you can do a triple 3, or just 9 or whatever. Very fun. 301, 501 options. Double in. Player must hit a double number or center bullseye to begin gameplay for each player. Crazy. Double out. Player must reach 0 exactly by scoring a double number or center bullseye only. Crazy. Masters out. This sounds tough. Played the same as 301, 501, double out, except players must reach 0 exactly by scoring in the double ring, triple ring, or bullseye. That's nuts. How the hell would you get to 0 exactly if you're at like 7? How would you do that by hitting the triple ring? I'll never know, folks. I'll never be good enough to do that. League can only be chosen when there are enough credits to start a 4-player 301, 501 game. Players 1 and 3 are Team A, players 2 and 4 are Team B. The objective is for one player on a team to reach 0. The score of the other player on the team must be less or equal to the total score of the opposing team. A player will not be able to win the game if his partner's score is greater than the opposing team's combined score. Okay, super complicated. All right, so what I'll do is I'll turn off the lights, and then I'll throw a few darts at it, and you can see what you think. All right, folks. Look how cool it looks. That's what I was talking about, kind of the curtain of light that it does. Check that out. It's a good-looking game, really. All right, so we are going to start it. Like I said, this one has a credit button. So it's asking me to pick a game. And up here, it's telling me that I have 1 credit in. And the dart is lit up, and the turn is lit up. So we're going to do Shanghai because it's my favorite. And then we're going to play a 1-player game. So that's it. And it's saying do not throw. So we're waiting for it to get ready. Now, I'm not very good at this, but so I need to try to hit the 1. My dart doesn't fall apart. Missed. So see, I didn't score any points because I didn't hit the 1. Missed. Gotta go a little higher, folks. Yeah! So I hit 1, but it was a triple, so I got 3 points, right? So it's saying, do not throw. It wants me to come get my darts. And now up at the top, you can see that it's turn 2. It said 2 at the top just a second ago. So it was telling us that we need to hit the 2 now. All right. All right. So 2. Missed. I missed the entire damn dartboard. Twice. Yeah, I got my 2. That's what's up. All right, dropped 1 on the floor. So you see, it's round 3, and it's showing you that you need the 3. Now you're supposed to be able to do this quicker than I'm doing it. So 3 is dead center at the bottom. So we still need 3. Oh, close, folks. Very close. Not so close. All right, we'll try it one more time. I won't keep playing all night. I don't want to bore you. Of course, this is much more fun if more than one person's here. Too high. Oh!
All right, well, you get the idea. So that's what you're looking for. We'll cheat. So you can do like 3, and now it wants 4, so 4, and now it wants 5. Oh, I'll do the Shanghai thing just so you can see what it does whenever that happens. All right, so I did 5, now it's asking for 6. So you need a triple, a double, and a single in 3 consecutive numbers. So a single 6, a double 7, and a triple 8. So there you go, that's what it does. Now, by the time you see this video, this Cougar FM may have marched off to somebody else's game room. We may not even have it available for sale anymore. We're not really trying to sell it to you. We're just filming it so everybody can remember what these cool old dartboards were like. You might have played this one in a bar back in the day. This exact one. I mean, if it was like 1991, you may have played this exact freaking machine, right? We're just filming videos for people that might be interested in such a thing. So you can see all the stuff that we do have for sale right now, though, on our website. Go to lionsarcade.com. And it'll be up to date because it always is. So if it's on there for sale, it's still for sale. As soon as we sell this one, we will take it down off the site. Now, if you're local, you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've got a whole showroom here full of arcade games, a few pinball machines, a dartboard from time and again. Now, if you don't want to buy one, so you're not going to check out our website, and you don't want to come by because you don't live anywhere near here, that's just fine. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube. We'll film many more videos on old stuff like this, coin-operated equipment. And make sure you give us a thumbs up because that helps us out. YouTube loves it whenever we get thumbs up. They tell everybody else about our little videos. So give us a thumbs up. Give us your comments below, and we will see you on the next video.